In this video, I will put you through on how to use Outlook, including how to create Outlook email and send emails from one Outlook account to the other. All right, I will walk you through everything you need to know. Without taking much time, let's just get right into it. Okay, the first step you need to take is to get your PC connected to the internet because we need internet for Outlook to work effectively. So here, my PC is connected to a Wi-Fi. All right, then after that, open your web browser. You can use Google Chrome for this, or you can use Edge. But in this case, I'm working with Microsoft Edge. As your browser opens, visit outlook.com. You can see the link here. Once the website opens, you'll be landed on a page that looks like this. Okay, if you have an Outlook account, just click on sign in and enter your email address and the Outlook password and sign in. But in this case, let me assume you have not used Outlook before and you need an Outlook account, a new one. So let me walk you through on how to create a new Outlook account. So click on create free account. Okay, on this page, you are expected to fill your name here, the email address name here. So let me work with contact Godwin Tech. All right, so I have this as contact Godwin Tech at outlook.com is assigned by default. If you click on this drop down, you see at hotmail.com, but that's not what you're interested in. We want an email address that ends with at outlook.com. So fill your name here, and after that, click on next. All right. So here it states that contact godwintech at outlook.com isn't available. So let me put another thing here. Okay, so here I have godwintech247 at outlook.com. Let's try it out. And as you can see, this one is free. So I have to proceed to the next stage of creating password. So please assign a password of your choice. And after that, write it down somewhere because when you forget your password, it may be difficult for you to get into the account. So please write it out somewhere, okay? All right, so I have assigned my password. If you would like to see what you have here to make sure you don't make mistake, please check this box. It will show you the password. But for security reason, I don't want to show that, okay? And here it reads, I would like information, tips, and offers about Microsoft products and services. If you want Outlook to send you emails concerning some information about Microsoft offers and tips, please check this box. But I don't think I need that for now, so let's proceed. So click on next. And here it says you should fill the information about yourself. So fill your first name and fill your last name and click on next. All right, so here my country is dictated automatically. But if yours is not dictated automatically, select a country here, then choose your date of birth, the month, and the year, and then you click on next. So I'm taken to this page. It said I should solve a puzzle. So I'll click on solve puzzle, all right? And we are taken to this place. It say help us beat the robots. Use the arrows to rotate the object to face in the direction of the hand. All right, so look at the direction of the hand. So I'll click until the object faces in the direction of the hand. All right, I'll get back here and I think this is cool. So I'll click on submit. And now it wants us to do that 5 times. So I'll click here until this object faces the direction of the hand. Click on submit. Then I will click this way. Where is the face? All right. So I'll click on submit. And we are good. Submit. And success. I passed the puzzle. So with this, I have created an Outlook account. So it says I should sign in. So it says stay signed in. I say yes. I'll click on yes because I want it to remember me anytime I want to access the account through this browser. All right. It says connect, organize, and get things done with email and calendar from Outlook. Okay, so it's a create account. I have already created an account, so I don't need to create another account here. So what I need to do here is to click here again and click on and visit outlook.com again for the second time. Okay, you know this system can misbehave. And here we are. I have signed in successfully into the newly created Outlook account. You can see the welcome message. So let's start the first task. The main reason why you have Outlook accounts in most cases is because you want to be sending emails from your email address to another person's email address. That is for communication purpose. So in this case, let's send our new email. So I'll click here, so click on this new email. Okay, so on clicking on new email, this page opens and I'm required to send email to someone. So here, whether you are sending the email to Gmail or Outlook email address is fine. The email will go through. Okay, so but here, let's use an Outlook email address to experiment. So I will type the email address of the Outlook user here. So this is the email address. Once you type it and it's correct, it will show up here. Okay, you say use this email address, so click on it. And here, this email address has been assigned. But if you want to send to more than one person, still type then another email address and continue that way. All right, so here, give this email a subject. Let's say I want to inform him about my upcoming birthday. So I'll type my upcoming birthday. So after typing the subject of the email, just come down here and then say something about the subject. Okay, so be detailed enough about what you're trying to remind him of. Okay, so let me type mine here, and then after that we send it. For the purpose of time, I don't want to go on and explain. Okay, so I said this is to inform you of my birthday party coming up next week Tuesday. So this is just a sample. So once you're done with what you want to type or the information you want to say, give out to him, to the email user, then click on this send button. All right, he will get it from his end. But what of a situation whereby you want to attach a document or Excel file to the email before sending it out? Maybe there's some report you want to give to the person that is going to receive the email concerning events that happen in the office or maybe personal affairs, and that is in documents or in Excel. How do you do the attachment? For you to attach a file in Outlook, what you need to do is to take a look at the top part. All right. So at this top part, you will see some tabs above. We have home, we have view, you have help, you have message, you have insert, you have format text, you have draw, you have options. So click on this insert tab. So on clicking on this insert tab, you will see some options. So here our interest is on attaching file. So click on this attach file. All right. So we are provided with some options: browse this computer, OneDrive, upload and share. All right. So if the file is on your PC already, select this option. If the file is existing on your OneDrive account that is linked to this Outlook account, go with this option. Likewise, this one allows you to upload the file on OneDrive before you share. Okay, but in this case, let's assume the file is already existing on our computer. So select this option. And this opens a particular folder on your PC. So navigate to where the file is. And in this case, it is in the document folder. All right. So let's say I want to work with this Amazon stock for January 2025. So that is the attachment I want to send across to him. I'll click on that and click on open. And once the file is attached, just as you can see here, click on send. And this is sent to the user. So he has already received it from his end. All right. If you want to find out if this email really went successfully, what you need to do is to click on sent items. And you can see this file has been delivered to him. Okay, let's move on. Let me bring your attention to some things about this Outlook email. All right, creating email on Outlook. Outlook is owned by Microsoft and they like running ads on their inbox, on their users' inbox. You can see this is an ad, all right? You can see AD here, all right? And so many others. If you come to this session, you will still see ads, ad banner by this margin, all right? By this left margin. So don't get confused. Maybe you come to your inbox one day and you see some ads and you mistakenly click on them, all right, it doesn't specifically talk to you based on the emails you receive in or out of your inbox, all right. So this is business that they are doing, all right. So all these guys have already paid them for them to place ads on the inbox of their users. Okay, that's one of the ways they make their money. All right, so let's take a look at this margins. This left margin. If you click here, this is what you call an app launcher. All right, so when you click here, you will see some other Microsoft apps that you can get to from here. All right, you have Microsoft 365, which contains so many other apps. All right, we have Outlook, which is where we are right now, so you don't need to click on it again. We have OneDrive. If you want to navigate to OneDrive, maybe you want to back some files up on the cloud, all right, or maybe you want to upload some files, you don't need to log out. Once you click on this, it will open on a new tab for you to do what you want to do on OneDrive. This is Clipchamp, which is a video editor owned by Microsoft. So maybe you want to go into video editing from here, just click on this. This is Microsoft Designer, which allows you to generate images, AI generated images and designs free of charge without paying anything. We have Word, we have Excel, we have PowerPoint, OneNote, and a lot of them. So if you want to use any of these services from this inbox of your Outlook account, you can do that without you closing the web browser, and starting it up again. Okay, it will open on a new tab and you do what you want to do. Okay, so let me click out. All right, so these are other margins here. This is mail, which is where we are by default. Okay, it gives us some reports about the emails that we have and in our account. Okay, and also those ones we sent out. Okay, then we have this one, calendar. It allows you to schedule meeting. Okay, so we're going to come to that actually. So it allows you to schedule meeting. Okay, let you swap with it. If I want to schedule a meeting, maybe I have a meeting next week and I want to schedule it, I can do it without leaving this platform, all right, without leaving my Outlook email address. So for let's schedule a meeting, I'll click on calendar. So this brings me to this page. Okay, so the next step here is to schedule a meeting. By default, week is selected in this calendar, which means from Monday to Friday. All right, other days are not included. All right, that is work week. That's why it's selected. But if you want week, including working days and non-working days, to be included in this calendar, you select this. You can see from here it has been listed from Monday to Sunday. All right, and today is Sunday, being 9th of March 2025. Okay, so I can scroll down to see everything I can do on this page. Okay, so I can click here for me to see other days of this month. So let's say this meeting I want to schedule it on next week Sunday. I will select this 16. All right, so because I want to schedule a meeting on the 16th. Okay, so I'll click here, which is on Sunday, and it's telling me, all right, oh yeah, put some things you want to say about this meeting. So let's say our family meeting is a family meeting with my family members. Okay, so put all the details of the meeting. Okay, this is the day 16/03/2025. All right, all day. Okay, then this one is 16 is going to end on the same 16/03/2025. So if you want to end on a different date, please click here and select a date. Okay, don't repeat, it's choosing. That's good. Then day before 5 at 5 uh, PM. All right, you can choose here and maybe you select a different theme, but okay, let's leave it. So I want to talk this off because I want to select a particular time. So I'll select this, I'll turn it off. Okay, it's not going to be a meeting all day again because I want it to be on a specific time. So click here and select the time it wants you want it to start. Okay, so here is starting by 2:00. All right, if I want different time, I will scroll down until I get to when I want it to start. But I think 2 in the afternoon is fine because it's going to be on a Sunday. All right, so let's go with the 2. Then let's say that it's going to end after 1 hour or in 1 hour. So it's going to end by 3 p.m. on that Sunday. Okay, so This you have set a meeting here. Okay, maybe you have a location of your choice. You can click here and select a location. I have a location I have already saved here, but maybe you don't want to use any location that is available here. So let's say I want this meeting to hold in New York City. All right. So as I'm typing, it's showing me some locations Microsoft have already integrated into their system. All right. So you can see this one, New Frontiers Learner. All right, Los Angeles, also Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so just type a location. If it has been captured by Microsoft, is added in their location app, it will show up here. So let's see here. You can see this one, New York Hotel and Casino. All right, 3790 Las Vegas BLVD. So let's say this is the location I want a meeting to hold. I want all my family members to gather here so that we have a family meeting. I will select it. Okay, you can see the meeting has been added. If you want to have a little description about the meeting, so I can say this is okay. So why I'm setting this is because before that particular time, I will be reminded by this calendar that I have a meeting. You can see meet 15 minutes before. So it's going to remind me 15 minutes before that day, before that particular time. Or if you want a different time, click here and select maybe 1 hour. Let it remind you 1 hour so that you make arrangements before the meeting starts. So here you have some options, more options. You can click on that to see what you can do. All right. So if you want to turn on Skype meeting, no problem. But say I want it to be a physical meeting. So I don't want it to be anything Skype. Okay. So this is how you set it up. And once you're done setting up everything, all you need to do is to do what? To click on save. But as we expanded this, you can see invite attendees. Maybe your family members have email addresses and you want to invite them so that they will get email that we have meeting in so and so date. So click here and type their email address. And contact godwintech at gmail.com is one of them. So I will invite him so that he will know that we have meeting that particular day. All right. So another person is Mike Rishi. So he may need to attend this meeting. So I will select him from the list. But if the email address is not here, please type it here. Okay, once you type it here, it will show up. So take for example, if maybe Uzochukwu Mike or any other email address. Okay, let's contact. Okay, customer base 2019. Maybe a family member has an email address named customer base 2019 at gmail.com. So I will type the email address here. Okay, customers base 2019 at gmail.com is a member of my family, so I want him to attend the meeting. So I'll click on it. So add every email address you want to receive this notification that we have meeting in so and so day. All right, so you can toggle off this. And once you're done with that, what you need to do is to click on send. So they are going to get this notification that we are having meeting in so and so day. So click on it. And this calendar is being created, the event is created, and one of them have already got an email right now that we are going to have a meeting in a particular day. All right, so that's that. So let's go back to mail. All right, so we are here. So we have talked about calendar. All right, and this is people. Maybe you want to add some email addresses. Okay, to this your account so that anytime you are sending email, you don't need to keep typing their name. You don't need to keep typing their email. Just once you type their name, it will show up. Or maybe you, as you start typing the email address, it will show up because it's already contact. So let's see these people. Let's see people I have in my contact already. And I have only uzomike2014 at gmail.com as only contact on this place. Okay, so from here I can edit any detail about this contact and the rest of it. Okay, but if I want to add a new contact, I will click on new contact. All right, so once I click on new contact, this is a page for you to add the first name, the last name, and every other thing about him. Okay, let's do it here. All right, in the email address space, you add his or her email address. Okay, all right, I want to add codewintech247 at gmail.com, okay, on my contact list at outlook.com, sorry. So the email you are adding may be an Outlook account or Gmail account. That's not a barrier. Okay. If you want to add the phone number of the person, add the phone number here. If it doesn't have a phone number, no problem. So all these ones are optional. Add work field. Maybe you want to add what the guy does, his field of work, and categorize. Maybe you want to add a category, all right? And then add other information, then leave notes. So maybe he's a manager, okay, a manager in his company. Okay, so once you're done filling all these details about this contact, you click on save. And now this contact is being added, okay? So if I click on the contact on the people right now, you see that I have two contacts here, okay? Look at people here. So when I click on it, I will have two contacts. Okay, you can see this one, you can see this one. So these are the two contacts I have here. So you can add email addresses that are important to you in Outlook, all right? So, and it makes it easy for you to get across to them anytime you want to get across to them. So take for example, I want to send email to him now. I can click here and send email to him without taking much time. Okay, so this is to do, it allows you to add to-do list, okay? Create to-do list on your Outlook account. All right. So, but we don't have that time. So, if you have anything you want to add, please create it here and you are good to go. All right. So, let's go over to this one. This is Microsoft Word. Maybe you want to get to Word from here, Excel and PowerPoint. We have talked about that before. Okay. So, let's return to mail to see other things we can do from here. Okay. So, there's another options here, other options here under favorite. You can see inbox, which gives you a report of the emails you receive into your account. Sent items. If you want to see emails you have sent out to people, just click on this sent item. You can see a lot here. And this one is drafts. Maybe you're working on an email and at a point you leave. It is saved as drafts. So when you come back, you can continue with sending the message you want to send. All right. But if you don't have any need for any use for the image, you can delete it. All you need to do is just take your cursor here and then you click on this delete icon and it's removed from your draft. Okay. So that's how you remove any image from draft. Okay. So we have under folders, inbox appears again, junk email. Maybe there are some emails, maybe Microsoft feel like you don't need this. Okay. It entered your inbox by mistake. You click on this junk email, you see them. All right. So from here, you can delete them if you don't have any use for them. Okay. So that's how junk email works. All right. So we have drafts. I have talked about that. I've talked about this. Okay. Deleted items. Deleted items are items you remove from your accounts. Okay. Some emails you remove from your accounts and they stay there for 30 days because before they get automatically deleted by the Outlook system. Okay, if I click here, you can see some emails I deleted recently, but they're still here because the 30 days expiration has not reached. You can see here it says items in this folder will be deleted in 30 days. So all these ones are still fresh. So once it gets to 30 days, they get all deleted. All right, but if you don't want it to stay till 30 days, just hover your cursor around it and then select the delete. And it says, do you want to permanently delete this selected conversation? I say okay. All right. So if you don't want any email to stay there for before the 30 days, you can delete it by yourself. Okay. We have archive. All right. Some things to archive in the system. Okay. So we have conversation history. Okay. So this shows conversation you have with certain emails for some time. It said nothing in this folder. So meaning that I don't have any conversation history, maybe kind of chatting with people. All right. Maybe and they are saved here. So once you start conversation in your email, in your Outlook account, they will be registered here. All right. So that is how it works. So we have notes here, some notes you have here, two items are here. We have RSS feed. Okay, I don't have any item. You have snoozed email. Maybe there are some email you should do as snooze, okay, so that they will come over when at a particular time into your inbox. Okay, they are categorized as no's, okay, but I don't have any email I schedule for it to reappear in my inbox at any point in time. Okay, I don't have any at this point in time. So let's discuss other things. Okay, you can add profile picture to your Outlook email account. All right. And for you to do that, once you log in and you're landed on the inbox, take your cursor to this place. You may have your profile icon, all right, profile initial showing up here. So click on that. So once you click on that, you will see some options here. You can click on this place. Okay. So this will open on a new page for you to add a profile picture. Okay. So follow the on-screen guide and you add a profile picture successfully. All right. So that's by the way. Then let's talk about accessing settings. You can access settings here from for you to see some test settings at which your Outlook email works. And for you to do that, click on this gear icon. All right. So this shows you some settings about your inbox, about your email. That's why it's landed on the email sub settings already. You can see here focused inbox. It said, do you want Outlook to sort your email to help you focus on what matters most? And here it says sort message into focus and order. This one says don't sort my messages. That's why any email message you receive inside your inbox, it should, all right, based on the time it is received. If somebody sent you email right now, that is what you will see. So they don't want that sorting. But if you want it to sort images into focus and others, you can select this option. Then text size, you can see this will change the font size and number of messages. Large is selected by default. So if you don't like the large text that appears in your email, all right, when you receive email, you can select small or you can select medium. All right. Message organization. How do you want your message to be organized? All right. You say show email group by conversation, show email as individual messages. All right. So it's left for you to choose, but this one is selected by default. So we have other options down here. Okay. So that is that. So under email, we have layout, you have compose and reply, we have smart suggestions, we have attachments, how attachments are run on your email. We have rules, we have conditional formatting, you have sweep, you have junk email. So if you want to change some things about your junk email, you click here, you see a lot of settings, read down and select what you want to select. Okay, so senders, save senders and domains are selected. If you want to see some things about block senders and domains, all right, you select, but not you select this option, but nothing is blocked here. Okay, so that's by the way. So I want to bring your attention to this general settings. Okay, so when you click on general settings, this is where you have to change some things about your email when it comes to language, when it comes to time format. Okay, that's it, and date. Okay, so here you can see that my language here is English United Kingdom. But if you want to change to maybe English United States, just click here and select a different language of your choice. Okay, maybe if you want US English, you can select any of these ones and the rest. But I'm okay with UK English. Then this format, for example, September 1, 2025, is displayed as follows. All right, this is how date is being displayed on your Outlook. All right, but then time format, okay, you can select how time is displayed. Okay, 01 to 23:59 is selected. But if maybe you want from 1 a.m., 1.01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. to be selected, you choose this one and other options. But I'm okay with what I have by default. Okay, if you want to change time zone, here I have West Africa, West Central Africa. But maybe you are in United States or you change a location tomorrow and you want to change a different date. Please click on this change, follow the on-screen guide, and you can change what you want to change. Okay. So you have appearance under general. Maybe you don't like light mode in your email. You can switch to dark mode or others. All right. So maybe I want to work with dark mode. I will select this dark mode. You can see everything has now changed to dark. Then after that, I'll click on save. And maybe I want to change some colors, select some image here. I can select them to be applied as my background. Okay. And we have colors here. You can select a different color. Scroll down, you see some other things you can do here. After you change that, you click on what? Save. And this will be applied. And what do you do next? You close this. So you can see my inbox look kind of a little bit of more beautiful right now. Okay, but if you want to switch back to the default, please click on settings again and then you select account or general. You select account, okay, general, then click on appearance Let's go back to our whites, please. Okay. And this one was selected by default or days. I think days here. So after that, you click on save. Okay. So this setting has now been saved. Okay, we have checked on accounts. This account shows you the number of accounts you have existing on your Outlook. Okay, so that's why I have on this email address. You may be surprised we started with a different email and we switched another email address. It's okay, I'm the owner of both. Okay, so this shows the email account you have on that your Outlook account. Okay, so from here you can do a lot of things. Auto replies, you want to set auto replies, automatic replies, click here and follow the on-screen guide. Turn this on and set a date and time. All right, signature, you want to add maybe signature. I have one here. Okay, so if you want to add maybe one of yours, please do that. Okay, so just design the thing and upload it here and save. All right, it's as simple as that. Then you have categories. You want to see some categories existing here, or you want to delete some, please do that from here. Mobile devices that are connected to this your Outlook account. All right, at this point, you can see Universal Outlook OK status. That's only one that is here. Okay, if you want storage to see your storage capacity, you click on this. You see the storage capacity of your Outlook. Okay, so as you can see, total use 0.3 gigabytes out of 5 gigabytes. All right, because I'm using a free Outlook account, free Microsoft 365 account. So I'm assigned 5 gigabytes by default. So this means that I still have a lot of space in this account and I don't have to bother about anything. So these are all you can do through these settings. Okay, if you want to see calendar settings and people, just click here how you want to add people in your account. You can see first name followed by surname. All right, you saw that when I wanted to add a contact. But if you don't want that, maybe you want one to come before the other, you can select okay, and then you save. Maybe you want only surname to appear, then you save. But I want to discard this, please. So I'm okay with what I have here. So that is that. So I want to walk you through on how to format whenever you are sending email to someone, all right, how you can format the text. And for you to do that, what you need to do is let's start creating a new email as usual. Click on new email. All right, so here, type the email address of the person you want to send this email to. So let's say I want to talk to contact godwintech@gmail.com. All right, I've selected this here because it's part of my contact. Subject, give it a subject. Okay, let's say I want to teach him about Microsoft Word. Okay, so I'm going to type this email so that from there I can do my formatting. So I'm going to type it here in this body section. After that, we will do the formatting so that you see how to format text in Outlook. Okay, so here I have my text that I want to format. Okay, so I have the title, the subject as about Microsoft Word. This is introduction, so it's not going to be like the rest of the text. Okay, so I will highlight this first, and I'm landed on the message tab here by this tab here. So I'll click on bold. If you notice, whenever we start typing text here, when we want to send email to someone, is when all these tabs appear. All right. But when we are working outside inbox and showing you some other things here, we see these things were not there. All these commands and the tabs were not there. So anytime you want to compose email, all these commands and the tabs are made active so that you will be able to do what, format your message very well. Okay, so I have already made this page, or maybe I want to work on it further. I may decide to click on home tab to see if there are some other tools I can use to make this message better, but there's none. I can decide to click on this text format. Okay, so I don't think there's something I want to apply here, or maybe I want to apply a different color. I can click here and select maybe a different color. Okay, so this has now changed to green. All right, but if you don't have any need for that, any use for that, no need. Okay, so this one is how to get Microsoft Word program. It's going to be a different major heading on each one. So I will highlight it and then I will make it bold. If I want to increase the font size, there's need for that actually. You can click here and select maybe font size of 14 so that the reader will know that this is quite unique and quite different from others. Likewise, this I can highlight this and select it as 14 so that we know that we want to start something new here. Okay, so if you scroll down again, you can see how to use MS Word on a web browser. So this is another heading that I supposed to mark so that it will be different from the rest of the text. Okay, so as I selected details, I can click on this message tab. All right, so it allows me to make it bold and also increase the font size. That's the text size. All right, so there are so many other things you can do here. Highlight, underline. If I want to underline, I will click on this. If I want to italicize, I will click on this. So we have a lot. If you want to see more commands, you click on this. It will show you more commands. Okay, there's a more formatting options, left to right, change case, all right, subscript, and the rest. We have a lot of things you can do from here. So it's left for you to select what you want to do. If you click here, you still see some other options. Maybe you want to save this into your system or so many other options here, or create table inside this text you are creating inside this email before sending it out. So this is how you can format your text. Okay, so once you're done formatting your text, just click on send. But if you don't want the email to be sent now, you can click on this drop down and schedule a particular time. You can schedule a time you want your email to be delivered to the inbox of the person or start mail match. Okay, so here let's schedule. Maybe this guy always comes to office by 9 a.m. and we want this email to be dropped inside his inbox by 9 a.m. So I'll click on schedule send. All right. So tomorrow is a work day, which is on Monday, and it is chosen by default. Okay, let's see how we can customize this. I don't like that 8, so I want us to go with now. So I'll click on customize time. All right, so this have given us a date, which is select a date. This place 9th is selected. So let's work with 10, which is tomorrow. So I'll click on this so that I will erase this and have it as 10. Okay, 10:03, and time, I can choose a different time here to be by 9. So I will scroll down until I get to 9 a.m. All right, so that means by 9, this will be sent to him. If you want to choose a different date, you click any of these dates here. Okay, if you want to get to a different month, click here, you get to a different month. So I'll click on this. Tomorrow, send. All right, so this email has been scheduled for tomorrow by 9 a.m. So he's going to get this email in his inbox by that time. So, and lastly, there's something I want us to do here. I want us to learn how to add another email in an Outlook account. Outlook has a feature that allows you to add email from different domains. Maybe you want to add your Gmail so that you can access everything from Outlook. So once you log in, you can switch to Gmail and see the messages you received in your Gmail account, as well as those ones you receive in your Outlook. But for you to do that, you can't just do it with this web version, because here we access Outlook on the web by visiting outlook.com. Okay, so you can only do that through the desktop version of Outlook. And if your computer runs Windows 11, automatically you have Outlook that comes pre-installed with it. But if you don't have it, all you need to do is to visit Microsoft Store and then search for Outlook and install it. All right, or you open your web and search for Outlook, you will see an option to install it on your PC. Okay, so without wasting time, I have already installed it. It's comes pre-installed here because I run Windows 11, which is owned by Microsoft. So let's open the version of the desktop for us to add a new Gmail account. So I'll click here and then I'll click inside the search area and search for Outlook. Okay, it will show up in the search result. I'll select it. So once this opens, you scroll down and you can see this option add account. So click on it. So then it says suggested account, enter or select email address. Okay, so click here and type the email address. So let's say I want to add customers base. No, contact godwintech@gmail.com. Okay. All right, so once you enter the email address, contact godwintech@gmail.com, click on this. It is selected and then click on continue. It says sync your Gmail account. Contact godwintech at gmail.com. All right, for a better experience, your emails, calendars, events, and contacts will be synced to the Microsoft Cloud when you sign in and accept all permissions. I say continue. Because this email is connected to my iPhone, so it sends me notification. Google sends me notification to approve the addition to this Outlook. So, and I have done that. So I'll click on continue. Then here it says Microsoft App and Services wants access to your Google account. I said, oh, I'll click on select all. So, and then I will click on continue. I'll click on open Outlook. So here is trying to add this Gmail account to Outlook. All right, I got a notification telling me that this is being added. So no problem. I have approved that and I'll click on done. So with this development, you can see contact godwintech at gmail.com has now been added to Outlook. So this is how you can add a Gmail email address or any other email address on Outlook. It is as simple as that, so that you can access all emails from one platform. I believe you find this content helpful. Please, if it does help, consider subscribing to this channel by hitting the subscribe button. Here we cover a lot on technology, which cuts across so many areas. So subscribe to learn more. Hit the like button, the one that points up like this, so that YouTube will push this video to more people. Alright? And also leave a comment if you have question on what is not covered in this video. Drop that in the comment section and I will answer you. Watch this video here to learn how to use another Microsoft application in easy steps. Thank you and see you some other time. Stay blessed.